The viewers as possible, empowering you to do something about the violence on our streets. Every case we feature is unsolved. Every case we feature has a cash reward available. In other words, every case we feature is an opportunity for you to help your community and at the same time earn Crime Stoppers cash without even giving your name. Now let's get started. In the early evening hours of December 3rd, 2013, 35-year-old Andre Strickland was viciously gunned down in front of 21300 Northwest 14th Place in Miami Gardens.
I'm Latrice McMurray, and Andre was my nephew. He was the oldest son of my brother, and he was the first grandchild in the family.
And Andre was my oldest grandson. He's more like a son because I reared him. He stayed with us, and I took him as my own, and that's why everybody said that he was my heart. And my daughter took him even when she went to college. She took him to college with her because she didn't want to part from him either. So we took Andre, the jewel of our life, because he was the very first grandson from my son. He was our everything, really.
When he was born the same year that I graduated high school. So in addition to the excitement of having a nephew, I was also a freshman at the time, and I was the first to go away to school, so they were always in Gainesville. And when his sister was born, I offered to take him to Gainesville with me, to keep him with me during the summer. That gave me an opportunity to be around him, and I got a chance to see him and his personality, and the way that he's always determined. He was determined then, he was just as determined as he continued to grow into a young man straight up into adulthood. So that really was the time that our relationship was forged.
Growing up, he was always like my protector. Anytime when I'm crying or, I'm in a situation, I know I had my big brother to call, and he was always there growing up.
He is always the type of person that you can go and talk to. He is the type that would always say something positive that's reinforcing to you, to try to encourage you to go on and pursue what is important to you.
The type of person he was, the type of heart he had, the stuff he'll do for people, like he'll go out his way for you, and everybody knew that.
Always almost a radical for God, really. He always talked about God. His favorite thing was, God got my back. He always figured that he would be covered and nothing would happen to him. He was never confrontational. He would really diffuse confrontations. So he was a delight, really. That's who he was.
He played football while he was in high school, which was very interesting because while he was in high school, I was actually pregnant with my son. And at the time, the mother was working at night, and his father wasn't able to go to all of the games. And I just made a commitment that I would attend every one of the football games. So right up until the time that I was full-blown 6 months pregnant, I was to every game jumping up and shouting.
He could have made it in football too. He took a different route and started messing with the music and started trying to do other things instead.
He was very much into writing beats for songs and doing a lot of recording and editing and recording his own music. And he was doing a lot of gospel music and gospel rap.
The music was just in his blood, and he wanted to do the videos and do the rap, and they formed this group called Elegance. And they would travel to Tallahassee, to Georgia, to do Elegance. And
look at my cousin.
That's what his thing, and that's how he became known as the mailman.
That was his artist name. He called himself mailman. Like, he was very known. Everybody knew him.
Because he would take his CDs and stuff to people. They would call him and they would take him and he would do. So that was his life.
He has 2 sons. He also have another son that he helped raise when he was with his ex-wife. He has 2 sisters, myself, my other sister and brother. He has a host of cousins. He has a mother, father, his grandmother, his aunt. He has a big family that really love him, that he left behind.